I am Dr. Jyoti Sharma, Associate Professor, Department of English, Manav Rachna International University. I will be your host today. I welcome all to the 7-day International Faculty Development Program, Mastering the Craft of Teaching. The event is organized by Department of English, Faculty of Media Studies and Humanities, Manav Rachna International Institute of Research and Studies, in collaboration with Cape Comorin Trust India and Lavender Literary Club India. Today is the 6th day of this event. On behalf of all the organizers, I welcome all the delegates and the speakers to this event. Today we have three speakers: Dr. Muhammad Taufiq from Indonesia, Ismat Zareen from Bangladesh, and Ronald S. Pekolainen from Philippines. Our first speaker is Dr. Muhammad Taufiq. I would like to introduce Muhammad Taufiq first. Muhammad Taufiq began his career as an English instructor in some English courses and some universities since 2004 until now. And he is now a lecturer in English Department, Literature and Humanities Faculty, Islamic Makassar University, Indonesia. I invite Dr. Taufiq to give his presentation. Dr. Taufiq.
I want to show, today I want to explain about my presentation entitled Dilemmatic and the Exchange Dilemmatic and Challenge LMS Google Classroom teaching during pandemic. Well, can I show my presentation, my PPT, ma'am?
Yes, sir, definitely. Please share your screen.
Screen, but I don't know. Can I send to you my PPT and then you show in this in this place, ma'am?
Okay, how will you send it?
Where? Okay.
You can share your screen, sir.
Yes, sir. Wait moment, sir. Wait moment, ma'am. Wait moment. Okay. I'm sorry. Wait. Well. Okay. Uh, in the main focus, the main focus of this research was to find out the dilemma and the challenge uh, LMS Google Classroom and English teaching during pandemic. The dilemma of English teaching in the pandemic situation. Learning is a fortunate one stable learning process during physical distance regularly pandemics. The majority teaching expressed that use learning was uh, effective learning with the various limited teaching readiness adopted and learning and classroom management item allows student participation, assessment, and limit request preparation, ITC-based activity. That is a problem of the teacher in pandemic. That is a dilemma English teaching pandemic situation in Indonesia, for example. In this the purpose of this research to describe how effective English language learning in university during pandemic, and to explain the how respond the implementation of the LMS Google Classroom in English language learning. That is purpose of this research. And then the research method in this research, the researcher used method. The design of this research was a qualitative research, and 20 student the English department of the Islamic University of Makassar in Indonesia, uh, participant by snowball sampling technique. The research collecting data by influence requires in the Google form and sharing the WhatsApp. The data was analysis described a statistic, describing statistic. The finding of this research, learning was teaching learning since Indonesian government COVID-related social distance minimum expense of COVID-19. And generally accepted an effective Indonesian learning from the Commons Out class is not uh, the application of learning management Google Classroom used as a model English teaching since pandemic. It was not effective in Indonesia because uh, the student respond the researcher with implementation learning, because is many student is okay, but only 9% student have expect about a screen. The future more interest, internet access, and a quota budget is major inevitable inhibiting factor. This research expects education and stakeholder evaluate the implementation of learning and comprehensive training education on learning. That is the problem of Indonesia. This internet quota in budget is more expensive. The student is many student is not effective learns learning in this during pandemic during pandemic. And the next mobile have a great potential for great learning, but is not effective in this condition. So my conclusion is Google Classroom in designs for to facilities current need and condition. Uh, the future Google Classroom from it the development in independent learning in the which student can trigger access information any time any place, but that is not effective because the situation and geographical in student live and domicile of the student is a more is a low connection. uh, and the next online learning system English, yeah, online learning system or learning in English education through the classroom LMS. The platform is positive contribution in this condition, but is the student condition is not a good and good situation, and in the not good places in others many students not active, that only give assessment, and only to the function of Google Classroom only give assessment to the student, not effective to give learning tools. Yeah. The future more, a Google Classroom designed to a tool able to answer the need of student, lecture and user, especially English literature program University, Islamic University Makassar, and a learning method mi- minimal spans coronavirus, uh, and researcher recommended more students to have a teacher interest regarding the significance of learning. ELS, teacher, stakeholder, policy maker, and institution can benefit from the result of the study, and comes out the practice strategy unity online source for education and pandemic situation. And the next, I we are need a professional department open and distributed learning improvement that use a pedagogic approach and enabled by internet and website technology to facilitate learning and knowledge building through meaningful action and interaction. I think that's for me, ma'am. For this, the next, I beg to moderator. Thank you, ma'am. Hello.
Hello, Dr. Tawfiq. Thanks a
Yes,
lot.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, your PPT was not visible.
Oh
Could
yeah,
you? Yeah.
yeah.
So it would be nice if you could share your PPT, which we would forward to the participants who
Yes, ma'am.
can
Yes,
have
ma'am.
this, and
Yes, ma'am.
their understanding would be enhanced by having that PPT.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I want to send to the committee, ma'am.
Yes, please send
Yes.
to the committee. We will forward it to all the participants.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for the times.
Uh, so, Dr. Tawfiq has spoken about the Google Classrooms. And if any delegate, any participant wants to ask any question, they can ask and clarify things from Dr. Tawfiq. Any questions, please? No questions. I think the clarification is not required, as whatever you told was quite clear to everyone. The problems faced while teaching online, we are all facing that, and so we are very familiar with the difficulties that arise while teaching online. And thank you, Dr. Tawfiq, for enlightening us on these
Thank
various
you, ma'am.
aspects.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Yeah.